headlines tonight, Governor Soludo reassures of government partnership with church. Anambra State Ministry of Women Affairs brainstorms with groups to curb human trafficking. APC reiterates commitment to citizens' welfare in its Easter message. And the foreign scene tonight, over 200,000 Russians flee their country for fear of persecution from President Putin. Now, before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. A very good evening to you and welcome to the news. I am Ebere Ugonna. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has reassured of his government's commitment to partnering with the church in all areas. Governor Soludo made the reassurance at the Cathedral Church of St. Faith, Oka, during the 9th investiture into the orders of the knighthood of St. Paul, St. Christopher's and Ladies of Bethany of the Diocese of Oka Anglican Communion. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata reports.
The governor, represented by his deputy, Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim, stated that past administrations partnered with the church in areas of education and health, but the present government will not relent in supporting the church in all areas, as the church is known for its efficiency in service delivery. The governor, who congratulated the knights, implored them to give maximum support to the church as they have been called on to work for Christ. The government partners with the church in all areas. They partner in education, which gave it a great success, and also in health and others. My principal says I should tell people that we are not going to stop whatever the government has been doing with the church. The Archbishop, Ecclesiastical Province of the Niger, Most Reverend Alexander Ibezim, who performed the investiture, prayed for the new administration.
I pray for those that are coming to, especially the new government, Anambra State. We never make mistake. I cover you in the blood of Jesus. And we pray that God who gifted you in Anambra State, He will not let you down. He shall be working with you.
Some of the new knights, including Sir Gregory Obiefuna and Barrister Emeka Ohuoha, expressed readiness to win souls for Christ through their new position in the church.
I'm so happy, highly honored to be among the Knights of St. Paul. Archbishop Ibezim, I'm very much grateful for finding me worthy to be honored today. And I'm saying that God will continue to uplift him and uplift the church.
Meanwhile, the deputy governor earlier played guest at the wedding ceremony between the son of the traditional ruler of Umueri, Prince Nonso Emeka, and Miss Jennifer Ogwora at the Church of Pentecost, Government House, Oka, which also attracted the former governor of Anambra State, Chief Willie Obiano. In Oka, Emmanuel Chibata, ABS News.
The wife of the state governor, Dr. Mrs. Nonye Soludo, asserts that the present administration in the state has zero tolerance for human trafficking, child labor, unlawful adoption, violence, and abuse of any sort against women and children. Dr. Mrs. Soludo made the assertion in her address to the Anambra during a phased brainstorming session between the Ministry of Women Affairs, Women and Social Welfare, and various relevant groups and the agencies. Blessing Austin Weke, who participated in the event, takes it up from here.
Held at both the office of the Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare and at the conference hall of the Dora Akunyili Women Development Center, Oka, attracted various groups and agencies whose goals align with that of the ministry. The Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Honorable Ife Obinabo, who represented the wife of the governor, Dr. Mrs. Soludo, noted that brainstorming with relevant groups is an expression of the ministry's unwavering determination to collaborate with the general public to achieve its set goals. In one of such interface held with the Anambra State Non-Indigenous Stakeholders Association, ANISA, Dr. Mrs. Soludo intimated the group of the ministry's plan to embark on an aggressive raid of human trafficking agents masquerading under the guise of non-governmental organizations whose victims are majorly the vulnerable, sick persons and children.
Our First Lady is not finding it funny at all. She is not happy with this. Want to carry out raids, operation, remove all of them from the road. And when we arrest them, we'll prosecute them and return the sick ones, reunite them with their families. I want you people to go out now and spread this message.
She noted that dialogue with non-indigenous in the state has become very necessary, as it has been observed over time that 95% of human trafficking agents that masquerade as non-governmental organizations operating in Anambra State are non-indigenous of the state. Dr. Mrs. Soludo therefore solicited the collaboration and support of the group in fashioning sustainable solutions to the problem.
So I want you people to help me. I know you have organizations. Most of the time when you go out there, you find out that it will be very hard to typical Anambra person to come out there and be begging.
In response to the plea, a cross-section of non-indigenous stakeholders, which include the women leader of ANISA, Mrs. Jane Nze, their President General, Honorable Chief Ngwoke, and Alhaji Isa Adamu, expressed the readiness of the group to assist the ministry and the state to achieve its objectives.
It pains us so much that the non-indigenous in Anambra State are the people that is being used as an example of miscreants in the society. So I want to stand to say we should be part and parcel of whatever that make this state to be good.
Other groups that dialogued with the ministry include the Soroptomist Group, National Association of Women Journalists, Global Resource Adaptation and Improvement Network, ROLAC, among others. For ABS News, I am Blessing Ostinweke.
A former commissioner for lands in Anambra State, Mr. Bonaventure Enemali, has intimated the state executive of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, of his ambition to represent Anambra West constituency at the State House of Assembly in 2023. Mr. Enemali, who was also a former commissioner for youth empowerment and creative economy in the past administration, was accompanied by stakeholders and supporters from Anambra West on the visit. Correspondent Kenachukwu Chukwudi reports.
Mr. Enemali, while informing the state APGA chairman, Sanobat Obi, and other members of the state executive of his intention, explained that he was in the race to ensure that Anambra West has quality representation at the State House of Assembly by having one who will give them a voice on critical issues and bring about development and progress to his constituency. He further explained that having been at the State Executive Council for 4 years, he has the requisite experience and attributes to ensure that his people enjoy quality representation.
Our people are challenged, and we need somebody who has a high reach, who has the contact, who has the experience, who also has the exposure to be at the legislature to help the people of Anambra State, Anambra West.
While welcoming the former commissioner and his entourage to the state party office, Sanobat remarked that Mr. Enemali, being one of the executive members of the immediate past administration, served the people creditably and was a strong party man at his constituency, and his decision to run for the State House of Assembly seat is welcomed. He further stated that APGA will keep waxing strong in the state and will have a free and fair primary so that candidates chosen by delegates will emerge, and wished Mr. Enemali well while also urging him to remain a loyal party man.
Bona, you a real party man. If you are an office here, I can testify to that. Only I'm the office here, automatically just working. I don't recall any attention. All before game, all going to all before me, you get it in life, but not long with all. Yamin, at least Mulu Yang,
Others who spoke during the event, including APGA State Deputy Chairman Chief Tony Omeligwe Ele and Anambra West Woman Leader of APGA, Mrs. Maureen Nwakasi, said that Mr. Enemali has shown that he has the interest of his people at heart, and APGA, being a party of the grassroots, is most disposed to give him a platform to actualize his objectives, and urged him to always carry members of the party along, starting from his ward and constituency. In Awka, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for EBS News.
The Chief Medical Director of Chukwemeka Odumegwu University Teaching Hospital, Amakwaka, Dr. Josephat Akabike, has called on the Anambra to maximize the modern equipment available in the hospital to meet their different health needs. Dr. Akabike stated that under his watch in the past 1 year, the hospital has been repositioned administratively and infrastructurally to meet international best practices in the healthcare delivery. The Chief Medical Director spoke during a special press briefing in Awka to mark his 1 year in office. Correspondent David Okwasale reports.
The Nigerian Medical Association, Anambra State Chapter, has paid a visit to the new Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afam Obidike, promising to partner with him in key areas to ensure quality healthcare delivery to Ndi Anambra. In his remark during the visit, the chairman of NMA Anambra State, Dr. Onyekwelu, said it's promising having Dr. Afam as the health commissioner, as they do not doubt his capacity to deliver. He also extolled the former administration for its achievement in the health sector, especially the establishment of the Asia Health Insurance Scheme and welfare of medical practitioners, amongst others. He also stressed the need to bridge the gap ratio between medical practitioners and patients, ensure that primary healthcare facilities are working well, including removing hindrances that affect the setting up of hospitals by doctors, such as licensing of a medical laboratory scientist for such, adding that the association is most disposed to partner with the State Ministry of Health in that direction.
We have come to see you, our own, our friend, our brother, and our colleague. The aspiration is to ensure that every Onyanambra gets healthcare, quality healthcare, at any point in time. The financial status of that person notwithstanding.
Responding, the Commissioner, Dr. Afam, noted that the visit offered opportunity to chart a way forward towards bringing better and quality healthcare services to Ndi Anambra. He revealed that innovations and models which are technologically driven and community healthcare oriented were being initiated to bring healthcare to the doorstep of Ndi Anambra, assuring that the ministry will also seek partnership with NMA to bring about results.
The main aim is to ensure that we render quality services to our people. We shouldn't be scared because we have got a professor that is the governor of Anambra State. These are the things he has in his manifesto. One of the things he wants to do is that we're going to call it community nursing and midwives. What we are
In her vote of thanks, Dr. Jane Ezonu, who is the vice chairman of NMA Anambra State, said they repose huge confidence in Dr. Afam and have no doubt that things will be better, as the ultimate goal is to ensure good health care for all.
Above all, we want to thank you for accepting us and then taking us as your family, which is exactly what it is. Thank you for the listening ears. I want to thank you for thinking about the poor masses. I was particularly impressed when you mentioned universal health coverage. If at the end of the day, every impact you make in the state does not reach to the last man, the common man, then you wouldn't say you have achieved much. So thank you so much, sir.
In Awka, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for EBS News.
The Nigerian Medical Association, NMA Anambra State Chapter, has paid a visit to the new Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afam Obidike, promising to partner with him in key areas to ensure quality healthcare service delivery to Ndi Anambra. Kenechukwu Chukwudi again reports. We'll bring that news in our subsequent bulletin. Moving on to our national stories now. The All Progressives Congress APC has reiterated its commitment to citizens' welfare. This was contained in a statement signed by the National Publicity Secretary of the party, Barrister Felix Morka, to commemorate the Easter celebration. According to the statement, Easter is a reminder of the sacrificial love of Jesus Christ during his crucifixion, death, and resurrection for the redemption of humanity. The party urged all patriotic and well-meaning Nigerians, irrespective of religious affiliations, to use the occasion of Easter to rededicate themselves to making the country a better place for all. It noted that Easter is an opportunity to foster closer relationship with family, friends, and people, and enjoin Nigerians to imbibe values of compassion, humility, selflessness, responsibility and kindness in private spaces, communities, and other public engagement, saying that tolerance and peaceful coexistence remain the bedrock of which our collective aspiration for social, economic, and political advancement must stand. The statement further stressed that the APC-led administration is committed to the good and well-being of the people and will continue to expand the implementation of people-centered programs to provide increased jobs and gainful opportunities, strengthen and diversify the economy, vastly improve the security of lives and property, complete the ongoing projects, and upgrade transport infrastructure and other social investments designed to uplift the poor and other economically disadvantaged citizens. It implored Nigerians to pray for and work towards sustained peace, unity, and security in the land, praying that the risen Christ may bless and protect Nigerian troops as they fight in valiant defense of fundamental freedoms. Report says over 200,000 Russians have fled their country because they are disgusted by the Kremlin's attack on Ukraine. For instance, Russian Nana Gristin fled Russia because the Kremlin's new laws punishing criticism of its so-called special operation in Ukraine may land her in jail. Gristin, a playwright, her husband, Victor, a video editor, and their 14-year-old daughter Tonya left behind the hysteria in Russia caused by the war in Ukraine and the persecution of anyone who dares to say that President Vladimir Putin's special operation is, in fact, a war. Arriving in Armenia in early March, the family found that tens of thousands of other Russians had made the journey before them, and they had witnessed the arrival of many more since. Gristin and her family fled Russia, fearing the very real possibility of persecution for being used to Putin's own words scum and national traitors slurs that have spawned a witch hunt reminiscent of the Stalin-era purges. And on sports news, Nigerian duo Joe Aribo and Calvin Bassey were impressive for Glasgow Rangers as they came out from behind to beat old firm rival Celtic 2-1 in the Scottish Cup semi-final after extra time in Hampden Park on Sunday. Celtic went into the game hoping to keep their hopes of a fifth domestic treble in 6 seasons alive after winning the Scottish League Cup in December and establishing a 6-point lead at the top of the Scottish Premiership. However, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst's men were the better side from the kick-off, and Aribo had the chance to give the Jazz the early lead, but saw his header narrowly missed the target. John Lundstram almost handed Rangers the lead, but coiled the shot against the post as the men in blue enjoyed the better of the first half, but their threat faded after Aaron Ramsey was injured shortly before the break. In the absence of injured Ramsey, Aribo took charge of play in the midfield and was at the heart of every move made by Rangers. Despite their dominance, Celtic took the lead in 63 minutes after Greg Taylor fired a low finish beyond John McLaughlin. The hopes came from behind to add in a second 5 minutes later when Cameron Carter-Vickers crashed a left-footed shot against the crossbar from a corner. And that's it on News Tonight. But remember that you can follow news and programs from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television Orca. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. And log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And just before we go tonight, a quick look at all major stories. Governor Soludo has reassured of government partnership with the church. Anambra State Ministry of Women Affairs has brainstormed with groups to curb human trafficking. APC has reiterated commitment to citizens' welfare in its Easter message. And the foreign scene we brought to you that over 200,000 Russians have fled their country for fear of persecution from President Putin. Well, here's a special message. Again, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the size of our package tonight. Many thanks for joining the bulletin. I'm Iberi Ugonna. Enjoy the rest of your evening.